With the Bitcoin ETF news still floating in the air, we've got some interesting FUD that was dropped today about the Bitcoin mining difficulty. Apparently, it suddenly dropped. Well, let's dive into this and see if that really even matters. Welcome back, everyone. I always appreciate this type of FUD. And in all honesty, when I first got into this space, seeing articles like this would have freaked me out. I would have taken a second guess. I would have been like, oh, maybe I just don't quite understand this, which, again, I do not fully understand Bitcoin 100%. Anyone that claims to is just lying to you. There's no 100% because it's still growing and it is still evolving. But my point is that you at least have to know how to be able to tell what is just complete nonsense from something that isn't. Anyways, let's dive into this right now. We are going to talk about the sudden drop in the Bitcoin mining difficulty. Bitcoin has undergone a mining difficulty adjustment, marking a significant shift in the mining outlook of the network. Oh my gosh, what do we do? What do we do? Okay. Bitcoin mining difficulty falls amid changing market dynamics. Mining difficulty decreased by 2.94%. Okay, 2.94%. And we're obviously going to show what this really looks like in real time so people can get a visual of what this drop really means. Mining difficulty adjustments play a crucial role in maintaining the stability and efficiency of the Bitcoin network. So right away, this article is making sure that you understand the extreme importance and severity of the difficulty adjustment and the difficulty rate changing, okay? Very important. These adjustments occur approximately every 2 weeks, and their primary purpose is to ensure that the time required to mine a new block remains relatively constant at roughly 10 minutes. This automatic recalibration mechanism helps to maintain a steady stream of new Bitcoin entering circulation. And actually, I'm going to add another piece to this that is maybe not being explained here, which is, I believe, a little bit more important, which really has to do with the fact that, so one of the, in my eyes anyways, one of the real key features of the mining, the hash rate, the Bitcoin mining difficulty is that if you have a player that decides to enter the space, a miner, okay? If you have a miner that decides to enter the space, well, they could, if without the mining difficulty adjustment, they could feasibly start to mine a majority of the Bitcoin the more machines they put online. And essentially, what the Bitcoin mining difficulty adjustment does every 2 weeks is it allows as even as possible of a playing field to take place. That, to me, like this is the way I view it. The latest adjustment amid changing market dynamics reflects the ongoing dynamics of mining activity and the overall health of the network. The 2.94% reduction in mining difficulty is likely a response to changes in the total processing power or hash rate of the Bitcoin network. Yeah, I'd go with that. The decrease in the mining power in the network, that is, the number of miners plays an active role in the decrease. As of now, the average computing power of the entire Bitcoin network is an impressive 374.53 exahashes per second. Okay, so this 2.94%, it means some miners have come offline. Let's take this into perspective. Here we have the mining hash rate chart, and more importantly, this is all of the hash since the beginning of time, well, since the beginning of Bitcoin time, right, since the first block. And I mean, you can clearly see here the overall general trend is up. Now, I want to pay special attention to right here, 28th of June, 2021. So this is around the time, okay, that China banned Bitcoin mining. Okay. And we, as you can see here, we lost 50% of the hash power. And you'll notice that after that, we not only came back to meet the previous level, but we've doubled it since, over doubled. Okay. So when we read articles like this that that try to kind of paint us into a corner of we need to do something actionable, right? You read this article, now you need to take action. No, you don't. Let me rephrase that. Okay, you know what? The action that you can take is to do your own research and learn about the difficulty adjustment and Bitcoin mining. That's pretty much the only action to take. But I just wanted to do a short clip on this today because I think it's important to take a lot of this stuff with a grain of salt. As I've said in the past, I got fooled on many occasions when I first got into the space. I got fooled by a lot of this type of news because I was naive, right? I didn't know any better, and I was still assuming, and my fault, right? I was still assuming that I was being told the truth by people who were and these organizations that were putting out the information. I hadn't even thought of the idea of producing fear, uncertainty, and doubt, and indeed that's total naivete. But look, guys, 2.94% drop in hash rate. That's a drop for ants. Nobody cares. That's nothing. It's a drop in the bucket. We lost, like I said before, we lost 50% of our hash rate during the China Bitcoin mining ban. Okay, and then we came back to go to not only new all-time highs, we went back to touch previous all-time highs in the Bitcoin fiat exchange, but then we went on to new all-time highs in the Bitcoin mining hash rate itself. Okay, so difficulty adjustment, 2.94%, giant nothing burger. Guys, that's the end of our clip. Don't forget, like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys all next week.